was aerial, but exactly what Jaden Seals is aiming for.
Yeah, you missed that, Shan Masood. Guess what? You're done. But he doesn't. Gets a little inside edge on it. That lands short. Shouldn't have been a single, really, but watch the line, watch the seam position, the wrist position. It's beautiful. That front-on view then of the ball coming out. That's why he has got those numbers that we've just seen in Test cricket so far.
Lovely shape on it. He stands up the seam beautifully. We saw that in the first innings. Every too short is easy off the back foot. That's what West Indies need to control. But best bowling averages for Pacers in 2024. Bumrah 13 games, 71 wickets. Jaden Seals 7 games, 35 wickets. Names on that: Josh Hazlewood, Bumrah, Henry, Kagiso Rabada. There's some list. He got him down the leg side first innings with a similar sort of delivery.
Watch the hands as well from Imlek, because he gets himself in a position, he's trying to see where the ball is going, and then he gets himself down, he opens himself up. Good hands, because that bounces as well.
Goes reverse, there is protection, so just be the single now. Shan Masood does play the sweep and reverse sweep. He knows that the ball turning back in and the catch is on the leg side, so he's better off playing that hard sweep or that hard reverse sweep. Into the leg side, the lead now goes over 100. It's 101. Pakistan 7 without loss. Two deliveries remain. Moti. This is what Shan Masood will try to do. He'll try to exert himself. That's a good shot. Got it on the full.
And when you're in the position that Pakistan are in, why not? Realise that they're ahead of the game right now. One partnership like they saw in that first innings. The game really isn't done. They've still got a lot of work to do with the ball. Take the initiative to the opposition, look to be aggressive, not to use your feet.
Oh, goes reverse and gets beaten down leg. 12 without loss.
Stronger Pepsi. कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार.
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल, खुद ट्राई करके देखो.
Jaden Seals, almost an umbrella field on the offside. Swing away. Shan Masood in the first innings. This is today, all turns away leg side. First innings he went forward and just got trapped down the leg side, but better off now to sweep and reverse sweep rather than just try and turn it leg side, which that is a dangerous shot. You've got a leg slip in place, a short leg, and obviously the keeper. Lovely, that is lovely. He's got that shape, the length's perfect, and he's beaten him all hands up.
It's a beautiful wrist position. It is seriously good bowling, this, and hence why he got those 3 wickets in the first innings. It's got a lovely repeatable action, nice run up, decent pace, ability to trouble batsmen just outside off stump.
Again, lovely length, lovely line, just that shape away. He did this in the first innings, and he's doing it again, second time around.
Yeah, nice run up. We've seen that coming through from the under-19s. Leading the Seals. Nice gather as well. Bowls from mid-crease. Front arm drives through. And then just gets his wrist in a good position. Nice follow through. Watch how the fingers come down the seam. We'll come back to that.
That one down the leg side gets that completely wrong. And it's gone for 4 byes.
Maybe that's that attempted ball that just pushes back in. And maybe he just pushes it, the wrist goes over the wrong side. He's trying to, looks like, yeah, he's trying to push that off his fingers. Just go down the side of the left-hand side of the ball, it just comes out wrong. He knows, as soon as he's delivered it, he knows. You know as a bowler, just trying to bowl that outside off stump again and then push it back in.
Wide of the crease, he does that. He did that in the first innings as well. Goes wide of the crease and just shapes it away. And all the talk in this test match about the spinners, but Seals has been very impressive. Now with the left-hander again targeting that front pad of Shan Masood's.
Yeah, and it also teaches you that a lot of bowling coaches will talk about front arm and where your feet are positioning. I'm a big believer it's your wrist position. You get your wrist position and understand the wrist position as a bowler, and that comes with obviously experience and understanding. And I think Jayden Seales is understanding now what he needs to do to get the ball to go away and back in.
Oh, quick short ball as well, so he's got plenty in his armour. 17 without loss.
नए stronger Pepsi. कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार.
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल, खुद ट्राई करके देखो.
We got many,
230 plays 137. Now Pakistan 17 without loss. The lead 110. Off the back foot. You don't want the batters to play off the back foot. Has to be getting Herrera on that front foot. Get that outside edge into play. Exactly like that. That is a much better length. You want to just live there, just live on that length, on this surface. Outside off so now. What Noman Ali did so well was just been slightly slower than Moti. And also on a reverse sweep. But Imlak has been very impressive. Very good on a testing surface for the keepers. Lots of turn. His footwork has been good. He's been low to the ground and he's gone with the ball throughout. It's been brilliant. And tries a reverse sweep. Gets away with it. Wasn't in control. Gets a single. Ishan Masood, when he attacks the spinners, he's at his best. Already come down the track and hit one boundary. He's looking around leg side. Swept away. Again, slightly too short from Moti. 19 without loss.
नए स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल, खुद ट्राई करके देखो.
All systems go in that session number 2. Back end of session number 1, plenty of wickets there. But West Indies being bowled out in a single session. It's 25.2 overs. Whether it is the time for Tapal tea moment, Pakistan's #1 tea, an ideal at a test match to enjoy a cuppa. He wants to be just like Babar and Rizwan. Wants Babar to come to the crease. In the air, but through the gap. He's gone hard at it through the covers. And he'll come back for the third.
It's just slightly over-pitched that from Jayden Seales. He's looking to go that full length because he's getting the ball just to swing both ways. Slightly aerial from Shan Masood. Again, he's trying to swing that one back in, just loses that bottom hand. Ball sticks maybe in the surface.
Lovely, goes wide of the crease, angles it back in.
Yeah, and that's that delivery that didn't go right last over, where he pushed it down the leg side. This is a better line. Look at his wrist position. So that is being pushed in. Wrist position maybe slightly pointing towards fine leg, so it's been pushed in from that wide angle. And what he does really well is he gets his wrist behind the ball, the palm of the hand is pointing more towards where third slip is, and he comes down the back of the ball with his fingers, and then he gets a little bit of a waist swing.
Lovely, that is a beautiful, beautiful delivery. It angles in, just seams away.
Yeah, and he also talked about that wobble seam that he's been trying to work on. And you just see there that just wobbles a little bit. Looked like it was coming in. Herrera thought this is coming back at me, and it just hits the seam and just straightens a little bit. Really good bowling this from Jayden Seales on a quite a flattish wicket seam wise. He's getting enough movement in the air as well.
Down the leg side, helped away, and there is no fine leg, so easy boundary for Herrera.
Just went for that magic delivery. That's exactly what he tried to do. Just started it off a little bit too straight. Fine leg in place, there's a deep square leg. And this runs away.
The lead up to 119. Herrera is on to 11. Someone comes back in. He goes wide of the crease. Nicely defended by Herrera. 26 without loss.
नए stronger Pepsi. कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार.
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल, खुद ट्राई करके देखो.
Babar Azam in at number 3. Kamran Ghulam had a great start to his test career. Saud Shakil wonderful in the first innings. Very good player of spin, so plenty of batting. That has been swept. Maybe a little bit of bat. Loops over a leg slip, a couple of runs. Shan Masood wants to exert himself, wants to play as positively as possible. And that's, I think, the way forward for him.
I'm just thinking, could Motti go round the wicket? I know it's hard for a left-arm spinner to go round to a left-handed batter, but I just think then you just create a bit more of an angle.
That's lovely. And from over the wicket, the batter has a clearer view, and that's a beautiful shot. He's very good when he hits down the ground, Shan Masood.
I just like this from Shan Masood as well. Not allowing Motti to settle, using his feet, sweeping. Always looking to go over mid-off because there is a long on in place.
Yeah, around the wicket, it brings LBW into play much more. But again, once you go over the wicket, the batter can get outside the line. Round the wicket, you've got more of an opportunity with the ball spinning back in. And we haven't seen that enough. We hadn't almost seen it at all in the first innings from either the off spinner to the right-hander. That's nicely. He saw him coming. Bowled it quicker, flatter, but Shan Masood just able to knock it away.
Yeah, and I don't think it's just Motti. I see it around the world that not a lot of left arm spin bowlers like going round to left-handed batters. They like to stay over quite a lot, and I think on turning tracks it just gives you another option. Wow, that is tight. Good. That is good from Jayden Seales as well. He cuts this off probably about middle and leg.
And it's good from Motti, the one that just carries on with the arm. It just did not spin and came back. Sometimes it just clips that pad on the way to the bat, but that one, misjudgment from Herrera, but it gets away with it. Down the ground, chances his arm. This is where Shan Masood will play. He gets a single. It is now 35 without loss. And the lead 128. In partnership now just going along at 5 runs to the over. Jayden Seales switch to round the wicket with Shan Masood. Nicely bowled.
Yeah, and he's just changed the angle there because he's looking to go across then the left-hander. But one thing you want to just watch out for Jayden Seales is his wrist position. And I talk about it because I think he's worked on it quite a lot. You see on the left-hand side his wrist position. He's trying to get his wrist right behind the ball. So you can see there on the left-hand side, we've just put a circle around it. So it's right behind the back of the ball, and his fingers are coming down. So that'll then swing out. On the right-hand side, you can see that he started seeing the fingers. So the fingers are coming down the side, down the left-hand side of the ball. So it's pushing it in. So the ball that we showed you on the right-hand side now is something that he's trying to do now from around the wicket. So on the left-hand side, that he's trying to get his palm of his hand right behind the ball, and then his fingers come down the back of the ball, whereas on the right-hand side, he's slightly just pushing it a little bit. So his palm of his hand is pointing towards leg stump, and it's just slight, subtle changes. Nothing changes anywhere else. The front arm, the front leg, and this is exactly, you see how he's trying to come just down and push it towards third man. That again is the wrist position behind the ball, and hence why it goes out. And it's something that I struggled with when I played, was pushing the ball back in, because I couldn't break my wrist. As when I say break the wrist, is push the fingers over the ball, and that's what he does really well. I think that's working with James Kirtley, as I said, but also working it out yourself, playing a lot of cricket and understanding what you need to do to just get enough out of the surface to give yourself a chance of taking wickets.
Oh, there are only two kinds of leaves. Oh, what a delivery. Herrera's left that. I don't know how, but he's still out there.
I don't know whether he's actually plays at this and then he pulls out after the ball is passed. No, he doesn't. It's the bounce that saves him. I think this goes over middle and off. And again, that wobble seam, so it just slightly comes back. Look at the angle. Wrist position again. Here's a good leave. Good leave. Baz, you'd take that?
Absolutely, only two kinds of leaves. That one again wide off the crease but swung away. That's the difficulty. When he goes wide of the crease, you're thinking, yeah, maybe it's going to come back in. He actually has both the deliveries, one that straightens or swings away and one that comes back in.
Yeah, and when you're saying wide of the crease, he's not wicket to wicket anywhere when he bowls. So he's mid-crease range. You see, that's mid-crease. Then he goes slightly wider, and then wider again. And it's only like just slightly going wider on the crease, and then it creates a little bit more of an angle going in. It's really good from Jayden Seales.
Wide of the crease. That is a terrific over. It doesn't get a lot of success, but great bowling from Jayden Seales. 36 without loss.
Nice stronger Pepsi. कमाल क्या टेस्ट है यार.
एक्टिंग है या नई स्ट्रॉन्गर पेप्सी का कमाल, खुद ट्राई करके देखो.